Hello, welcome to another episode of WTFW. It's the only weather show with nothing to report. We got nothing going on here. No weather, so it's going to be a short episode. I got my friend Matt here. Matt, welcome to the show.
Hello. We canceled it all, just every single thing.
Here we go. We got some places here. You're calling in from Chicago.
All of the weather to the suburbs, you can see.
Yeah, you're going to have to go to Naperville for some weather, okay? You filthy suburban freak.
We outsourced it.
Okay, so we got some Chicago weather coming in from O'Hare. It's a little blustery over there today, so that's probably why it got swept up as it came to my simulator. Matt, can we get a confirmation that it's blustery and windy in Chicago?
I don't know what blustery means.
Windy, gusty. There's like 100 words for windy in the English language. That's what they always say, right?
I've not heard that, but I guess there are a lot.
I make stuff up.
There's different there's different ways that it could be windy.
Right. What kind of windy is it today in Chicago for you?
I didn't really go outside.
You went to CVS. What kind of windy was it? Not to dox you.
It wasn't that windy. It was not that windy.
You're disappointing us. We're calling the windy apple right now. We expected a wind report, but that's okay. Not much wind to report. Have you gotten any sort of rain or snow that you will be getting later this week, as we can see here?
It snowed Friday morning, but it wasn't too bad. It was a decent amount, but it was very light and fluffy.
Yeah.
And we had groups of people out helping clear sidewalks because the city is useless and doesn't do that. And then you can't walk anywhere. And
then the city just is it just pretends that that's not even a problem is the thing. It's not even that is it that they're ignoring it, or are they just so oblivious sometimes? It's hard to tell. Because I lived in Chicago and I remember just awful, going to the train stations even. It's
oh yeah.
How do they not know this sidewalk is going to be heavily trafficked? It's next to the blue line to whatever,
Well, the aldermen at the same time will care and not care. It's all about aesthetics. Several of them this morning were posting selfies. We had groups of people out helping seniors clear their sidewalks, and then even in the background, half the block behind them is just completely impassable. So,
which is okay.
They're idiots.
It's nice to see neighbors helping out neighbors. You love to see it, truly, but
that's not really how you provide municipal services.
Yeah, that's kind of the people aren't really the municipality that are supposed to, that's kind of the whole supposed to be provided to. Not anyway. That's just, call us crazy leftists, but honestly, I think personally the government should be doing anything at all.
Yes. Well, we were doing. There's between a couple of the neighborhoods, there's a bridge that goes over the river, and the sidewalk is already very tiny because the road is basically an expressway, even though it's right next to an actual expressway. Right, you gotta get
those cars through quick as possible.
There's lots of them.
Yeah.
So the sidewalk is already only 3 feet wide, and so you can't even hardly have two people walking on it at the same time in different directions. And that's the only way to go to the grocery store because it's on the other side of the river.
Oh, I know.
So we had a bunch of people out trying to salt away and chip away all the ice and stuff and make a little path up what tiny sidewalk there is.
Yeah, you really do have to. You got to get a posse out and be all right, gang, get your pickaxes and your shovels.
I think we had 6 or 7 people out there last night.
Yeah, it's a good group.
And one of them is actually running for alderman in our ward. And so while we were doing this with some guy was walking past, and I guess he knew a couple of the people that were out there, and he was on his way to work at the Mariano's, at the grocery store over there.
Oh yeah.
And when he got there, I guess he saw our current alderman and told him that we were out there clearing the snow off of the sidewalk.
Wait, so the current guy.
Yes, he went into like crisis mode and starts texting his staff, and I guess he was like appalled at this, and like he didn't even realize it wasn't done. And I was like, you're literally at the store. You drove past this.
You live
5
here
minutes ago. Like, you literally had to go past it to get to the store that you're at. So that's
sir,
bullshit.
Like ostensibly you do live here in the city, yes. Don't you, sir? Have you experienced a Chicago winter before? Like not even just today. Pick, and not even just that Mariano's. Pick any given Mariano's. There's gonna be a messy sidewalk out there in the wintertime. Sorry, that's just how it is out there. I don't like it. Shouldn't be like that, but that's how it is.
But he was so surprised by this, and then like I don't know, we are always complaining about it. Everyone's always complaining about it. So I don't know how he could pretend to be surprised, but.
Well, with COVID these days and the supply chain messing with emails probably he's not getting the voicemails either about, people slipping and falling on the ice in his ward. COVID, it's also complicated lately, Matt. We live in unprecedented times is what I'm saying. Oh, speaking of unprecedented times, speaking of like just lately, like how has winter been sort of in general? Like was it a heavy December and sort of how has it been generally?
Overall, I would say it's not been too terrible. We've only gotten a fair amount of snow, and it hasn't until recently. It wasn't like staying for a long time. It would like melt before the next storm.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been terrible, and it hasn't been as cold as like the past few winters.
Well, that is true, actually. Well, actually, it's not even just in Chicago. I have here that like I took the National Weather Service took a sample of around the country on Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. So Christmas Day, basically, Arkansas, Missouri, Indiana, Illinois, you're a little neck of the woods there, and Texas, all seem to have broken record highs for temperature on Christmas Day. So, and like basically the rest of the country had been pretty high up there. Not records, but it was a warm December. I think January, I think winter's going to really start hitting. Well, winter's really hitting the Northeast right now. They're getting, what's it called? They give all the storms names now, the days. And
oh, yeah.
The diseases have the special names too. And I think
this one is like Keenan or something.
Keenan or Kel.
Keenan and Kel. Yes.
Yeah, one of the two. They're
Jupiter.
Yeah. It's they're getting tanked over there in the Northeast today. As of recording.
Like Rhode Island had like a travel ban or something, which they can do because the state is like a large suburb.
Yeah.
Like they just said don't go outside.
It's a postage stamp. Yeah.
If you're in Rhode Island, just stay home.
And if you're not in Rhode Island, like, that's most likely, like just, in terms of statistics, like statistically, you're not in Rhode Island.
Yes.
The state is a postage stamp. But yeah, they're getting walloped. Boston too. I think Boston has, today they had 23.7 inches of snow in Boston, making it the second largest January storm on record in the city. And they've been keeping records there for a good long while. So they've been getting creamed, walloped. What other words have I not used to describe it? Yeah, it's a pretty intense storm. You're actually going to get some more precipitation later this week. We have another low pressure system. We have a low pressure system coming in from the west that's not too strong right now. But like once it starts picking up towards Chicago, it's going to start hitting another system coming up from the south. And basically, you're going to get punched in the gut with another storm. So prepare for that.
The radar's broken.
Yeah. Radar is always broken. That's why I don't know. I put the video in post, so sad you can't see it. But I probably picked a really good video to put in there to distract from the radar screen continuing to be broken. I had one question for you about Chicago weather that I don't think I've actually had someone from Chicago on yet. So I've been waiting to ask. You ready?
No.
I don't think you are. So you It's fair to say that you're an enemy of cars, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You're probably anti-car. I'm wondering what an anti-car person feels about Dibs Chairs in wintertime in Chicago. Setting out little chairs for dibs for your parking space.
Oh, yes.
You shoveled it. You shoveled it. You did all that hard work for that public parking space, and you get to put your private chair and get to park your private little ass there because you shoveled it. What do you think about that? What do you feel? How do you feel about Dibs chairs? I might be biasing you because of how I've been describing them. But how do you feel?
I don't know. It's just very silly. Like, drivers are crybabies to begin with.
100%. Yeah.
And they want to spend 90 seconds shoveling some snow out of the way so they can get into their car.
Yeah. Don't think about the other spaces. Don't think about the other spaces. Yeah, it's like, it's mine. See, I have my little traffic cone with my name on it. Yeah. Or what? Oh my God. Or I saw one. It's not always chairs. It's usually like a folding chair. But
it's like weird, just random things. Like
basically whatever you can find.
Milk crates.
My old roommate, when I lived in Logan Square, had a mannequin, and it got stolen. And she was like, "Someone stole my mannequin."
It looked like Elaine.
And I was like, it's kind of no.
It was Elaine mannequin for Dibs. I would leave that. You can use that.
Everyone would steal it. It would never be there. People would snatch that up. That Elaine one.
So
no, it was a very ugly one.
So everyone needs an Elaine mannequin for Dibs. Is what you're saying.
Right. We need to distribute.
We could really turn this into something.
Actually, yeah. Get Lori Lightfoot on the phone. This is the kind of dumbass idea that she would love.
Cardboard cutouts of Lori Lightfoot as Dibs. It's the only legally acceptable form of Dibs.
Oh my God, that's actually a really good idea because no one would want to use them.
We should use little Lori Lightfoot stickers as currency.
Lori coin. What's the new crypto?
Dumbest thing that we could possibly do with her likeness.
No, Lori, I'm telling you,
not dumb enough.
It's a cryptocurrency called Lori coin, and it's accepted in that's how you pay for parking spaces. You have to have Lori coin.
Oh
it's a deal with whatever company installed the machines.
So I had a conspiracy theory moment the other day.
Oh, and this is the show for conspiracy theories, by the way.
So, and it's NFT related. It's kind of about NFTs, but it's about the art, not about the NFT concept.
Okay,
but it speaks to the type of people that they are.
Uh-huh.
But I had this moment where I thought that they specifically chose the ape for the NFT thing, because then
I'm excited to see where this is going, by the way. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I lost my train of thought a little bit. And also I don't know how to phrase it.
Go ahead.
Without, also being offensive.
I can't wait for this.
But no, I think they were trying to be strategic, because you know how Turning Point and Patriot Front, they're always trying to turn leftist things back around, but they don't actually know what it means.
They don't quite
do it correctly.
Okay.
I think they were half trying to make a comment with the ape itself, but they were also trying to protect themselves, because we can't mock certain people with it without being offensive.
Oh, so you're saying this is a sort of 4chan-y kind of
But then I realized immediately they're not intelligent enough to predict that.
I've actually heard
that's too many steps out for them in the game of chess, so I don't think they actually did that.
It's crazy you're bringing that up, because you're not the first person to think that. Well, sort of. You have an interesting sort of path you took there to that idea. But I've actually heard some rumors that if you look at the Bored Ape Yacht Club, whatever the fucking thing is called, their organization, if you look at their logo, it's really similar to the SS Coffin logo.
I saw that the other day.
And it started on crypto's really popular in 4chan, so there's sort of a, I don't want to call it a conspiracy theory because it might just be a theory, a game theory.
Oh yeah.
No, but it might just be a regular theory. I wouldn't.
Well,
I mean,
it's
a
still
lot
a
of
conspiracy theory. It just might. It's the conspiracy part is correct. It might not be a theory. It might be a conspiracy fact.
I can't believe
actual conspiracies.
This is the thing about NFTs. Even a humble, innocent weather show gets sucked into this. I know I brought it up, but NFTs, they're just everywhere. Oh my God, when were we going to stop hearing about them? It's like, I feel like all the celebrities that have been jumping in on it lately are just like, they're definitely getting paid off for it.
It's the new thing. Well, they all start doing that. Did you see that one meme with the guy holding hands with his girlfriend, but he's looking at the other girl? There was the one he was looking at NFTs, and then the girlfriend was all horrified, and it said Scientology.
They're one and the same. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, it's a cult. Yeah. Well, so I guess that's the weather. NFTs are on their way out, hopefully soon. Look, the radar's fixed. NFTs are stupid. It says on my radar. Actually, yeah, you can see right here.
There's a storm coming, baby.
There's a storm coming, and it's coming for your apes.
God. Okay, somebody, you know how to edit videos. You got to do the.
I don't know how to edit these things.
Stormfront. And something about apes. I don't know. There's something in there.
Have you seen these videos? I don't know how to edit this shit. Anyway, so yeah, extended forecast for the windy Apple, Chicago, Illinois. You can get some more precipitation, buddy. Sorry about that. Hope it's bikeable. Got your snow tires on there. I don't really know how bikes work. Do they have snow tires?
Yeah, you can have snow tires for them, but also a lot of regular tires work because they have inner tubes in them. So like you can vary the pressure a lot more as long as it's not like bending the tire too much that it's gonna mess it up. So like a lot of times you can just lower the pressure a bunch so that like it's like half flat,
and that's how you
get through the snow. Well, more of the tires coming into contact with like the ground then. So even if
that makes sense. Yeah.
Slippery, you get a little more traction.
Okay.
Like you can't do that necessarily in cars because the pressure, they don't have a tube. Like the pressure of the tire is
the metal rim
it on.
Right. Yeah.
So it needs to be a certain pressure. So like they have to be a certain way, and they already are kind of flat.
Again, folks, you learn something new every time you watch an episode of the show. Cars are stupid. Ride a bike instead of a car because they're better. So, Matt, thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful episode. You're our official Chicago reporter now.
Fantastic.
Any Lori Lightfoot goings on, you let me know because I don't trust her one second.
Oh, I still am convinced that she controls the weather. She's not very good at it, but she does control the weather.
Okay, well, yeah. Okay, you need to lay out your exact conspiracy theory there. I want to know the exact details. You're coming on for another episode. We're having a Lori Lightfoot controls the weather special. You think I'm joking? We're having a special episode about that because you've got my brain on fire.
Like folks, actual conspiracies.
I gotta set up the conspiracy board with the red string and the Polaroid pictures of Lori Lightfoot exiting buildings with coffee cups or whatever.
It's not red string, it's an unraveled Burberry scarf.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, take care. Don't eat the yellow snow.